I guess I want to share with you is our journey with the DLSU Green Archers, which is today is really our first year of me being officially part of the team. So kaya po, I think this day is special din for me and for the team. And one of the things po when Coach Jean and me spoke about the importance of this talk, ang ano ko po talaga, una kong tinanong sa kanya is, darating ba yung mga magulang? Kasi po, for me, when I recruit players po, I always make sure I'll talk to the parents. I think mas mahalaga po kasi yung message that us together as parents, kasi once na naibigay nyo po sa amin ng inyong anak, parang kami na po kasi yung magiging magulang nila. So, one of the things din po that I've experienced into coaching, especially in the college level, is mas nakikinig po kasi yung anak nyo or anak natin sa coach kaysa sa tatay or sa nanay. Agree po ba? Yes. Yeah, kasi po, I have to, may dalawa po akong boys, and just like you, nung time na nagsisimula sila mag-basketball, isa lang din po akong stage father. And pag tinatanong ko yung dalawang boys ko po na sabi ko, hindi, pahinga na kayo or ano na, hindi, sabi ni coach eh. So sabi ko nga po, baka hindi mo alam, coach din ako. Pero sabi ni coach, mas may authority si coach kaysa kay tatay or kay nanay. So it dawned on me na since I'm also a coach, napaka-importante po talaga yung magiging role ko sa magiging journey ng bata when it comes to his basketball. So that's the reason why everything that I've built or we've built sa program namin is really more about building relationships with the child. Kasi ang naging ano po namin, especially ang naging kung hindi ako ang makikita nilang tatay at hindi rin po kayo, kanino sila hihingi ng suporta. So naging malaking impact po sa akin that everything that I say to the player is so important and so impactful na I could make or I could break a player. So doon po naging masasabi ko parang hindi yata kailangan lang dito is X and O's of basketball. Yung nga po yung sinabi ko kay Coach Jean, every time I get invited to speak, even with companies, hindi na po ako nagtuturo ngayon ng basketball per se na ganyan mag-dribble, ganyan tumira, ganyan pumasa. Kasi po parang feeling ko, I think I'm being more of service kung isi-share ko po yung napaka-importanting aspect ng isang team or even sa isang group of people. That's culture. I think for me, culture is gonna be the backbone of every team. When you say team, it's not only about yung mga bata. Ang team po is from the coach, the kid, and the parents. So that's part of the team, especially at this level. Sa akin nga po, when I used to coach in the PBA, meron pa rin pong impact yung magulang sa decision ng player, which is already around 25 to 30-year-old player. Pero when we talk about things, especially about their contracts, most of them still consult their parents. So the relationship between the parent and the player doesn't end when he reaches college or he reaches the PBA. Kumbaga yung contract po natin sa anak natin is lifetime. So that's why we call it an investment. So what I'm about to share is how we built this relationship that led us to win a championship. And I'm always open to share it kasi wala pong sikreto dito. Kumbaga, hindi ko po ito ipagdadamot kasi I think napaka-importante po ito na aspect ng isang team. So, we only talk about 5 things in our program. So, those are our you call our pillars. So, our pillars is our culture. Our pillars is our North Star. Our pillars is what we hold on as we go through the challenges of the UAAP. So yun po yung mga bagay that I will share, and I hope po it will be of service or meron po kayong kahit pa paano magiging matututunan dito kasi po coach din po kayo besides the other coaches that they see in the court. So kids, I hope you could relate to this, but again, it's really something that's going to be so important to you. Okay?
You have to embrace hard. You have to play better. You have to embrace hard. You have to play better. So, in our vocabulary, you have to take easy because easy will not get you anywhere. Accept that it's going to be hard. If you want to win a championship, everything will be hard. Because there's no easy. Easy is not part of the equation in our team.
So, when you talk about hard,
If you want to do something,
and just like everybody else po, like winning a championship is not easy. That's why one of the things that we took out of our vocabulary is the word hard, the word easy. Because if you want to do something special, you have to embrace hard. You have to get better at it. You have to get so used to it na, actually hindi ko na kailangan ng mic, no? So, what does it look like? Doing things that other kids do right now is embracing hard. Ano ba yung madali? Madali kasi yung pag oras ng practice, tutulog na lang ako, madali lang naman to eh. But waking up every morning or whichever practice times that you have, it's really hard. So one of the things that we really took out is the word easy. It doesn't mean that papagurin namin kayo or hanggang lumabas yung dila niyo but that's not the definition. Hard is always being a part of a team. You know, submitting your ego for the good of the team is hard. Especially in the game of basketball. Kasi po, lahat po tayo, especially kung hindi tayo ganun kalalim with our knowledge sa basketball, sino ba yung kilala? Yung mga nakakashoot. Diba? Yun yung sumisikat eh. Yung idol eh, dahil siya yung nakakashoot. But in a team setting, not all of the kids are gifted with that talent. But that doesn't mean they're not gonna be a part of a team. And as parents, ang ano po kasi ako, just like what I always say, I wear two different hats. I'm a coach and I'm a father also. So syempre pagka tatay ka or nanay ka or parent ka, pag nakakashoot yung anak natin, tuwan-tuwa tayo. Ako, na-bribe ko na rin yung anak ko eh. O pag nakaganyang points ka, meron kang bago sapatos. So, in that way, are we teaching our kids the right way? Kasi po, the reality of basketball, they are superstars, they are the main guys, and they are the support group. And you need all of those in a team to be successful. Kasi nga po, kung kumuha ka ng, ilan po ba ang team natin na lineup? 10, 15 sa isang team? Kung lahat po yung kukunin mo is magagaling, kulang po ang bola. Kasi nga po lahat ng may gustong shoot eh. So, what separates a good team from a great team? That's everybody accepting their roles. Kumbaga tanggap ko na minsan di ako makakalaro, mas nakakalaro si Josh or si Kevin. Pero po, to be a part of a team is something that we all wanted to do. Like sa mga tatay po dyan, when di ba yung basketball, napakalaking bagay kasi it's being part of something that's bigger than yourself. Being a part of a group that you feel like you belong. So what we built in our team is the circle of safety. And ano ba yung circle of safety? Ano bang ibig sabihin nito, Coach? Bakit naman kayo kailangan magbuo ng circle of safety? Why? Because if you're part of this circle, Some teams call it their team, some call it their family, and we call it our circle. In this circle, we are protecting each other. Kasi nga po, di ba, ang nag-iisang bagay po that I made sure is everybody in this team is a part of something bigger than themselves. And in this circle of safety, you could be yourself. Yung hindi araw-araw you have to wear a mask just to pretend that you're the toughest or the strongest or the smartest kid in the team. So being in this circle of safety, that's why we have only one rule on this team. That's other teams have a lot of rules. Dapat may ganito, rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3, rule number 4. But in our team, we only have one rule. And that's always using your best judgment. How does the best judgment look like? In a basketball setting, di ba si coach may play 1, may play 2, may play 3, hanggang 100 play, hanggang nahilo na. And those plays are a bit of a rule. So that means, if you are playing this game of basketball, and the reason why we have that rule number 1 is we don't want to put our players in a box. Kumbaga, this, again, I'm just speaking on my behalf, but there are other coaches that yun dapat ang ginawa mo kasi yun ang gusto ko mangyari. Dapat pumunta ka dito from point A to point B, dapat puntahan mo ganito lang. And rules are meant to be broken. Kaya po nagkakaroon ng mga mistake kasi sa sobrang dami ng rule. But rule number 1 I still want you to get from point A to point B, and it doesn't have to always be a straight line. You could go right, you could go left, you could go under, you could go high up, as long as you could get to that line. Kasi nga po, I don't want to treat our players as kids. Why? Because they're gonna act as kids. So we treat them as matured individuals that they have their own responsibilities. And when I introduced po to, my first meeting with the team, with the brothers, with Lasal po kasi the presidents it's being run by brothers. And when I was introduced to the team, at sinabi ko po sa team na from now on, there's only one rule. It's rule number 1. Use your best judgment. So may isang player po nagtanong, Coach, ibig sabihin wala ng curfew? Kasi po yung mga players namin, most of them, kasi kagaya po most of our players were recruited from the provinces. So, yung precious possession nyo, binigay nyo sa akin. So, nasa pangangalaga ko siya. So, the brothers gave me a look na, are you serious, Coach? Walang curfew? There's no curfew. There's rule number 1. And when we made them responsible, we gave them this responsibility, mas lalo po silang inalagaan nila yun. Kasi po, nabigyan sila ng freedom. You know, one of the things that we are always, the most important thing that we always long for is freedom. Yung meron kang freedom to do what you want. I'm not saying po na kahit anong gawin nyo, pwede sa akin. But what I mean is, we set boundaries. But rule number 1 will make you more responsible. Kasi sino bang ayaw dito ng pinagkatiwalaan? Di ba, sarap ng feeling na sige, ikaw bahala. You feel that there's ownership. And if you have ownership, you become responsible. Again, when I was discussing this with the brothers, they were all questioning me. Coach, parang hindi yata uubra yan. Kasi lahat yan magwawala, lahat yan nasa labas. But true enough, for the past year, there was never a time that may na-late na bata. Kahit po sabihin ko walang oras ng uwi, they make sure that they're gonna go home on, we don't really have a time. When I say we don't have a time, they know that they're responsible na hindi sila pwedeng nasa labas kasi nga po, delikado sa labas. And hindi po namin sila hinatak para umuwi. Umuwi pa sila on their own because of rule number 1. And it goes the same with basketball. Sa basketball games po namin, you are okay to make a mistake. Kasi po, the more na hindi ako pwede magkamali. Next thing you know, nakakapag-5 mali na siya. Why? Because having this freedom gives you a chance to innovate. And when you innovate, you make mistakes. So rule number 1 gives you the responsibility to read the situation on the court. And I'm just, again, when I talk about things, I'm not just talking about basketball, I'm talking about life. And this rule is so important to me. Ang dami pong times that this rule was challenged because there were a lot of times, I'm gonna share with you now because you don't really see it. Di ba po pag nagsasabang player, sino tumatawag sa player pag sasaban? Si coach. And there were a couple of times during our games in the UAAP, one player would just come in without even asking me. Sa coaches po, kumbaga that's an ultimate. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin sa coach mo dahil pagka ginawa sinab mo yung sarili mo. But in our team, kung feeling mo that you deserve to play, you could sub yourself and play. Kasi sasabihin nila, bakit hindi mo binawalan coach? Kasi may rule number 1 yun yung best judgment niya Or yung player, tumira ng half court, usually, yun yung nagpapakalbo sa coaches Yung kakakamot, di ba? Dahil sa sakit ng ulo. But with us, that's rule number 1. The only thing I always tell them, the only shot that you're not gonna take is the shot that you don't practice. And when I said that, lahat po ng players namin are starting to really practice on their own, on their skills. Kasi alam nila, pag na-open sila, they're gonna use this. So, was it hard? It was hard. Kasi it's gonna at least challenge my authority as a coach. For example, we draw a play. You know how coaches prepare for a game? Like there's a game plan. Diba? This is what you'll do if they do this. But during games, if that thing is not working, the players will tell me, Coach, hindi gumagana yung plinano natin In a regular team that doesn't have this rule or is not part of what you call our circle of safety, si coach palaging tama. I have a friend who's also a coach, who's also coaching in the PBA right now. I asked him about his rules. Rule number 1, the coach is always right. Rule number 2, you revert back to rule number 1. So, just to cut the story short, ibig sabihin, hindi siya pwede magkamali. But as a player, when I used to play, syempre, as a coach, hanggang dito ka lang But the players are the one on the court. Mas alam nila yung nangyayari. That's why rule number 1 makes our players more smart because they read the situation. And they're open to suggest. And whatever it is that they're gonna tell me will always be the majority. Why? Because they're 5, I'm only 1. So they always win. Was it hard? Sobra po. And alam niyo yung feeling na your player will just keep on shooting shots. And then as a coach, nakaganito lang. But I'm always smiling. But inside, I was like breaking down. But again, I have to always apply this to myself also. Kaya po yung when people tell me, Coach, parang kalma ka lang mag-coach Pangiting-ngiti ka lang. Sa isip-isip ko nga po kung alam nyo lang. But again, that's my commitment to the team. We have to honor our word as coaches or as parents. So, we only have, just like what I mentioned earlier, we have 5 pillars in our team. Some others call it their mission, their vision. So, those pillars are the things that we always live by. And the first one is, sorry, yeah, it's okay, I'll talk about this first. Ito po yung palagi kong tinatanong, not only to the team, but to myself. It's, why do you do what you do? And if you know why you do what you do, do you know where is it taking you? Kasi po, kung hindi mo alam kung bakit mo ginagawa yung ginagawa mo, yun po yung i-question mo rin sarili, bakit ba ako nasa basketball? Baka gusto lang to ng mami ko, gusto lang to ng daddy ko eh. Gusto ko ba talaga to? So, we always have that question. We always ask ourselves, even me, this question, am I really for coaching? And if I'm really for coaching, saan ba ako dadalhin ito? And that's what we call our North Star. So, alam po namin lahat kung saan kami papunta. Together, ano, kasi with our program, it's really hard to make it to our team. It's not only hard to make it to our team, it's really hard for you to stay there because of the competition. You know, the challenge with playing for DLSU, our opportunities of players coming in, sobrang bilis. Because again, if you have, siguro po sa mga daddy, pagka player ang anak natin, pag magka-college na, dalawang school lang po, sorry but ngayon po medyo tatlo na. Tatlong school lang po ang talagang choice ng Siyempre, why do you want to bring your children to that school? Because one, obviously it's education. And two, obviously it's because it's one of the schools or that is well funded. So, hindi ko na po babagayin yung dalawang school. But gusto ko lang pong always i-clear sa mga bata na kung hindi kayo klaro kung bakit kayo nandito at hindi nyo pinapahalagahan kung anong meron tayo sa Lasal, somebody else will get it. The next thing you know, wala ka na dito. And that's one of the things na ayaw ko pong mangyari. Kasi nga po, just like what I said, I'm in a position to either make or break a player. Kaya po, napaka-ingat ko na hindi i-remind yung mga bata kung ano yung pwedeng mawala sa kanila. Does it mean lahat na sa safe? Hindi po. Because not everybody is naniniwala sa gusto namin mangyari. So, we give them also the freedom to leave. Kasi po, baka hindi para sa kanila itong programa namin. But what's guaranteed is, we always make sure somebody's gonna come in. So, yun po yung unang tinatanong ko sa mga player bago sila pumasok po sa amin. Or the players that are already with us, para po klaro kami. So now, going to our pillars, unang-una po is joy. So, sino bang joy dito? Pinalabit siya, Joy, ikaw yan. So, why joy? Joy is something that you feel when you get something. Di ba, yung pag may bago tayong cellphone, di ba, sarap ng feeling. Di ba? See, pag may bagong shoes, di ba, sarap ng feeling. So that's what you get, the feeling of joy. So we want to make sure that in our circle of safety, it's always have to be fun. We don't want to take the joy out of basketball. Kailan ba tayo nag-enjoy ng basketball, mga daddy? Di ba nung meron lang lata or ano ng labahan, tinitira natin, that's where we always enjoy playing basketball. Kasi we were playing basketball because we love it. And I want to share with you, when I was in the PBA coaching, meron po akong isang player doon na kinausap po ako na, Coach, this might be my last season. And that player is only around early 30s, around 31, 32. And that player is earning around 450 to 550,000 a month. So, tinanong, sigurado ka? And sabi ko, okay lang ba? Pwede ba kitang sampalin? Kasi baka natutulog ka lang eh. you're earning 450,000 to 500 just practicing for 3 hours a day. And then you're telling me you don't want to play anymore. And what struck me was what he told me. Kasi coach, hindi na ako masaya. So for a person in that level, that you are famous and you're getting this amount of money, for you not to be happy, that means there's something wrong. And ang sabi ko nga po, once those experiences led me to building these pillars, kailangan fun pa rin. Kailangan kahit anong mangyari, dapat ini-enjoy mo. Kasi pag hindi mo na-enjoy ang basketball, there's something wrong. Kasi nga po, di ba, sometimes this court, this team, ito na lang yung, sometimes the reason why we wanna be here is because this is where we feel happy. This is where we feel love. Pero kung wala to dito, saan hahanapin ng bata yung enjoyment? That's why marami po sa labas ng team na pumupunta yung mga bata. Yun po yung one of the reasons why ang dami pong players, not only in this level, but even in the professionals or in college na naliligaw ng landas. Because yung akala kong dapat nag-e-enjoy ako, hindi na ako nag-e-enjoy. That's why I was telling you earlier, I want to make sure that if you're part of this team, there's always going to be the fun part of it. There's always going to be times that you're just going to laugh it out. Kasi nga po dapat meron. So now po, when you talk about joy, there's also the other part of it. There should be fulfillment. Kung kanina po, yung joy is what you get, fulfillment is what you give. And the thing about fulfillment, it's so contagious. Have you ever experienced po, yung pag naglalakad ka, may nakita kang naglalakad, tas nalaglagan ng gamit, tas pinulot, tas inabot. Hindi ikaw yung tao na gumawa nun, but how does it make you feel, di ba? Parang ang bait naman niya. You know, alam nyo, ganito po yan eh. Like, sa elevator, di ba? So, nagmamadali tayo, sumakay tayo ng elevator, kasi kailangan na natin makarating. Tapos may nakita tayong parating. Di ba? Since nagmamadali tayo, instead na pipindutin natin yung stop, bigla na kunyari hindi natin nakita. Di ba? Yun yung di ba maraming ganon? But how does it feel if you're the giver of that? Di ba yung ikaw yung nag-stop? Di ba sarap ng feeling na hindi lahat ng oras magte-thank you sa'yo, but ang sarap ng feeling, di ba, pagka nag-thank you sa'yo yung tao dahil how does it feel if you're the receiver of that? Di ba ang sarap din kasi thank you di ba? So that's fulfillment. So we always remind our players that when you play the game of basketball, especially in our level, in our way of basketball, we bring fulfillment. So it's not only for us, but because we know the impact that we have, especially in times of the social media, na sobrang laki ng ginagawa namin, that we know that we're not only playing for ourselves, but we're also playing for the people that watch us or supports us. That's fulfillment. That's so important to us that hindi lang po para sa amin yung ginagawa namin. We know that we're giving joy, we're giving happiness, we're giving hope. Kasi nga po ang basketball is parang, kaya nga sigurado ako dito, ipupusta ko po talaga lahat ng meron ako ngayon kung wala ditong sumusuporta sa Ginebra. Kasi kuya, pakat na ng kamay. Bakit ba Ginebra? Ano ba yung ng Ginebra? Bakit ba gusto natin ng Ginebra? Kahit ako po, never po ako naging player ng Ginebra, but pag tinanong mo ako, ang favorite team ko, Ginebra. Dahil, ano ba yung palaging sinasabi ng Ginebra? That's why we are all connected to Ginebra because the word never say die gives us hope. Di ba? Kahit nasang kapag sinabing Ginebra, talagang kasi never say die. And that's the impact of not a basketball team, but what they say and what they represent. Kaya po napaka-importante sa amin ito. And going now to our next pillar, we talk about competitiveness. Dito na po ngayon naman is dumadating yung, obviously, in a team, you're only allowed 15 for this team, maybe or 12. So we always remind our players, there's always going to be competition. Why? Because if you don't compete, not to your teammate, but to yourself, you're just going to settle down. You don't want to be contented. That's why we always tell them, you have to compete. We always tell them, if you don't pick up the ball and run with it, somebody else will. So, dun po lumalabas ngayon yung responsibility ng bata. At responsibility namin as coaches to equip our players to make themselves valuable. Dun po yung responsibility namin, not only as coaches, but as fathers or as teachers, or as that we equip our players to be successful. Doon po dumalabas ngayon yung oras na kailangan namin gugulin. Araw-araw, para lang gumaling yung mga anak namin. So, napaka-importante po talaga ng practices. Kasi nga po, ang nagiging notion natin, yung napapanood natin sa TV, tuwing Wednesday lang ang laro ng PBA or Sunday ang laro ng PBA, but in reality, or the UAAP will only play Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But the reality is, the preparation is whole year. So, hindi po tayo gagaling kung hindi po tayo magpa-practice. And again, that's why we took out easy, because easy is, punta ka lang sa laro, magaling ka naman eh. Di ba? So, we take this out. We make sure that we're gonna always work our hearts out to get better. Because there's no such thing as gumising ka, magaling ka na. I mean, especially in the game of basketball, wherein the competition is so big. For you to be part of a team, that means you really have to work hard. That's where competitive comes in. And the fourth pillar of our pillar is commitment. Ito, maganda tong kwento eh. When you talk about commitment, you talk about relationships. Di ba? Yung kung ano yung kinumit mo na sinabi mo that this is what you do, you have to commit to it. It doesn't only apply to the coaches and players, but also to the players to the coaches. Yung sinabi ko pong rule number 1, it also applies to me. Kung nagsasabi ako na, rule number 1 gamitin nyo. So pag ginamit sa akin ng player ko, I have to commit kasi umuo ako eh. And that's where integrity comes in. So, integrity is doing what you say and saying what you do. So you have to keep on committing to this. And to the players, commitment is, that hard is a commitment. If you feel like you don't need that, you don't belong to our team. So napakalaking bagay po ng commitment. Kasi there are a lot of teams na sa simula okay pa. Pero pag natatalo na, nawala na yung, akala ko ba ito yung pinag-usapan natin? Why kung natatalo na tayo, nawawala na. So we always hold on to this. We always wanna commit to what we've said. Kasi nga po, lahat po ng basketball team, I was telling this to Coach G, at the start of the season, ano ba gusto natin ma-achieve? Mag-champion. So if you're saying that, all the teams that they're playing up against, that's also their ultimate goal. But let me ask you, do you know what it takes? It's hard. So now, it's gonna go back to that commitment. So, babalikan po namin palagi yan in our circle. They also tell me, Coach, akala ko ba hindi ka magagalit pagka ano. So, because we are in a place where we feel safe, they could easily tell it to me that I will never take it personal with them because that's the word that I committed to them. And first experience ko po nito, nung sinabi the word commitment is first round of the season, natalo po kami ng Ateneo. That's our first loss in the season. And we have interviews after games. Like the winning coach has an interview and the losing coach also gets interviewed. And obviously, whatever it is that I say or I mention, it's gonna be all over the place. And I'll never forget what I told the press. And they said, Coach, ano nangyari? Bakit po kayo natalo? You know how the media, our friends from the media talks about it. And I just told them, I'm sorry, I made the wrong decisions down the line. I lost the game for the team. So the night after that interview, so it came out, Topex Robinson takes the blame. The managers, one of the managers called me up. He said, Coach, bakit naman kailangan mong sabihin sa'yo? Even the coach of the other team told me about it. Hey, you don't have to take all the responsibility. But that's what I committed. I told them I'll never throw anybody under the bus. So instead of, again, you watch the news like, kasi eto yung kasi si player ko that's what I committed to them. I told them, whatever happens, it's always gonna be me. If there's anybody that's gonna get fired, it should be me first. And that's how they felt na, mahal pala kami talaga ni Coach siya. And in a way po, naging blessing sa akin yung opportunity na yun because nasubukan po nila ako. Na okay lang magkamali, okay lang kaming matalo kasi whatever happens, hindi naman kami papabayaan ni Coach. And that's how you build trust. And that's how you started knowing that the players really are not just winning it for them, but they want to win it for you. So napaka-importante po ng commitment. And it's not only the coaches, the players' commitment, but also the parents committing to the players and also committing to the coaches. So it has to be a two-way street. And I think this is our last pillar, which is so important. It's compassion. And dito na po lumalabas yung sinabi ko kanina na pinagkatiwala niyo po yung possession niyo sa akin and mas pinapakinggan po nila ako over sa inyo. Kaya po, I will not only treat them as my players, but I will also treat them as my own. When you say your own, that means they will fight for you. Madali? Napakahirap po. Because for you to build that trust, it takes time. Diba? Kumbaga para lang yun sa sa mga mami at daddy natin Wala naman po siguro dito the first date pa lang nagpangako na ng papakasalan, diba? So how is trust built? It's a process. Diba? Parang it's a long and winding process para lang masabihin mo na siya yung gusto kong makasama habang buhay. And one of the things that I guess was the ultimate sacrifice for me during that time is I stayed in the dorm. I have my own family and one of the commitments I have is I'll be staying at the dorm because again, I cannot build trust or I cannot have a relationship with my players if they only see me 3 hours of the day at dito pa sa basketball court. Kasi pag sa basketball court, they're always gonna call me coach, they're always gonna think of them as players. So pag nandun po kami sa dorm, after practice, ako na yung barkada, kuya, tito, lolo, tatay, kapatid. So, once you build that relationship with them, dati po kasi pag nalilate ang bata, sasabihin ng sa akin, Coach, traffic O kaya, Coach, may klase pa But once you build that relationship, they open up their hearts to you. The reason they're late is hindi ako makapunta kasi magkaaway si mami at daddy Or hindi ako makano kasi wala akong pera. So, now that they open up to you, they share with you their fears, they share with you their dreams because of that relationship. Kaya po napakalaking bagay that you invest time. Kasi again, that's the only way that you could be with the players is the time invested. And ang ano po dito is, I'm sure, ang challenge po dito is, you know how basketball is a masculine sport. Kumbaga, bakit sila nagsasabihan ng I love you, parang di yata sanay. But just like what I'm saying is, once you build that relationship, you're not treating them anymore as your players, but as your children. And it's really an investment to have. And I said nga sa mga players ko now, with what's happening to us, ang challenge po namin ngayon is, a lot of players are reaching out to us and they want to be a part of our team. And one of the things that they say, kasi bakit coach, parang nag-enjoy kayo. Does it mean you're gonna win games? No, it's not. It's because they see that the players are enjoying playing basketball. Which should be. Basketball should be fun. It shouldn't be a place that iiwasan natin puntahan. And that's the responsibility of this team to make it an environment where everything is safe. And if you have that kind of culture, yun yung the end result. Ano po ba yung end result? Trust and cooperation. Ito po yung, ewan ko kung nakakita kayo ng huddle ng team eh. O ikaw, kayong dalawa, magtiwala kayo sa isa't isa ha. Di ba? Yung trust is not an instruction. It's a feeling. Yun po yung na dito family kami, pero pagka nagtatatalo na, you start to drift apart. And once you have that kind of relationship, this is gonna be the result of that. Nagkakaroon na kayo ng trust and cooperation. And you're gonna go through challenges na masusubukan po to. And sabi ko nga po, the season that we have is really challenging. Because, I don't know if you followed our game 1 ng championship, we lost by 30 points in the finals of the UAAP. But, sa totoo lang po, just to share with you, after we lost that game, I was really so down that I doubted my own capabilities as a coach. It was really put into question. Kasi nga po, in the UAAP record, that's the biggest deficit in a championship game. And it really is something that's nakakawalan po talaga ng kumpiyansa as a coach. Kasi nga po, nandiyan ka sa finals, especially in the setting of the UAAP, napakalaki po ng crowd, ng mga sumusuporta, and even the other people that is not part of our circle was doubting us. And I will never forget, the night after our game, the players started messaging me na, Coach, hindi po tayo susuko. And syempre po, as a coach, that was the time that I needed that most. Kasi when we lost the 30-point game, one of the things that I was so afraid about is baka mawala ng tiwala sa akin yung mga bata. Kasi po, syempre, as a coach, ang ano po namin is obviously winning. And if we lose by that much, nakakawala po talaga ng kumpiyansa. But isa-isa po, hindi po sila nag-usap-usap, but they just found a way to tell me that we will not lose game 2. Syempre po, hindi pa po namin alam yung magiging resulta nun. And true enough, we won game 2 by a big margin also. And you know, just like what happened, we won the championship. And we were not really the team that was favored to win the championship because the other team is really a stronger team than us. And sabi ko nga po sa inyo, hindi po ako ang nung panalo, but the players really wanted to do it for us. And yun po, when we build that kind of culture, winning is just gonna be the byproduct. If you have a culture that takes care of each other, that loves each other, that respects each other, winning is just gonna be the byproduct. It's not the end result. We don't know if we're gonna win season 87, season 88, or season 89. But what we are sure of is the relationship that we built during that season is gonna be something na dadalhin po namin habang buhay. And we didn't only win a championship, but we won a family. na isa po ito sa bagay that I always think about as a coach. Kasi po, nung naglalaro po ako, example lang po, nasa mall, nasa malayo, nakita ko yung coach ko. There were really times that pagkakita ko sa kanya, kakaliwa po ako or kakanan para lang hindi kami magkita. But I also have a coach na kahit di niya ako nakita, hahabulin ko siya at sisigaw pa ako para lang kamustahin siya. So ang sabi ko po sa sarili ko, sana pag naging coach ako po yung coach na hahabulin ng mga players ko because of the relationship that we had. And yun po yung mas importante sa akin than winning a championship. I'm not saying I don't want to win a championship. Siyempre po, as a coach, it validates obviously your value if you win a championship. But again, sabi ko nga po, there'll be times that I'll be a coach. I want to win games. But I also am a father to these children. And it's really something that's important. And I always gonna live by what Muhammad Ali always say, that service is the rent we pay for our room in heaven. So, coaching became a mission for me. Kaya nga po ngayon, nakalimutan ko na po, again, I really enjoy doing this. Rather than coaching basketball teams. Kaya nga, sabi nga po ni Jean, when I was about to go here, he messaged me and asked me if sabi ko, I just want to make sure that I have the parents around. Because my message is really important for the parents. Secondary lang po yung mga bata. Kasi nga po, ang importante sa akin is we are aligned kung anong gusto natin gawin sa inyong most valuable possession. So, it really gets me excited sharing this story because now is the product now is if we're gonna build a team that's really bonded by trust and cooperation, you won't guarantee that you're gonna win a championship. But what's guaranteed is you're gonna earn another son. And I think po para sa atin at the end of the day, yun po yung mas importante. Kasi nga po, we are investing on our children. Kung hindi po natin yung mahal yung mga anak natin, wala po kayo dito kahit ngayon na po inaantok na kayo dahil alas 9 na rin. That's because of the love that you have for your children. And kids, I think this is the most important thing that I have to share with you. And I'm sure na-bored na kayo sa kwento ko. But you have to be grateful and blessed that you have those people behind you na nag-i-invest ng kanilang oras para lang nandito kayo ngayon. So sana, ang pwede na lang masukli nyo dito sa kanila is to make sure that you will take care of not only your basketball, but also your studies. Kasi at the end of the day, hindi naman nila habol, secondary na lang dito yung manalo ng game. You know kung ano yung mahalaga sa kanila? Nakikita nila kayo nag-i-enjoy. So I think yun yung mas importante more than what kung nakaka-score kayo, but nakikita nila kayo nag-i-enjoy. So that's gonna be the responsibility of not you, but this community behind you. And that's one of the challenges that I told Coach Jean here. Pagka nagka-create ka ng environment that there's gonna be trust and cooperation, what you're gonna get is loyalty. And sabi ko nga sa kanya, don't look at the numbers. Look at the people that the lives you're about to change. And that's not about just coaching, it's about your mission. So, pag may katanungan pa po kayo, I'm open lang po, and I open this time para po sa inyo because again, I just want to make sure that I could send my message. So, kung hindi po masyadong klaro, I'm really open to have a conversation with you po. Just para naman po hindi masayang yung oras na pinunta niyo dito. So, thank you po. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Coach Lopez. Again nga, somehow, medyo meaningful naman yung gabi natin. Yung nga, as I said nung buti na lang, green-blooded kami. As I said dun sa family day natin, right now, I don't think, nawala na kulang na yung passion eh. The word passion in coaching is not enough for me na. Ayun hindi ko naman kinausap si Coach Topex na yun sasabihin niya eh. Again, as you remember what I said dun sa Family Day, we have Family Day last month, last December. Coaching is a mission, really a mission for me, especially my history why I'm here in Dubai. Wala akong karapatan tungtong ng Dubai in the first place, but in mission, in God's purpose, kaya ang passion ko nag-turn out into mission. So, salamat kasi pareho kaming, ayun, si Coach Topex I read, nabasa ko, is taking now masters in
Undergrad
sila. But yun nga, nananalay tayo sa amin yung dugong green. So, hindi na natin patagalin kasi may next na nakabook. So, at least siguro, at least 2 to 3 questions lang kung may kailangan kayo at least ma-clear kay Coach Topex. Feel free para magtanong. So, saan tayo kakain? Okay po. So, ano ba yung mga dapat ninyo itanong? Kung meron, just 5. So, isang silence na to, alam ko, na palabas-labas ako, hindi ko tinik for granted ko yung mga ganito. Kasi gusto ko X&O sa basketball eh. With Coach Ryan Gregorio, Coach Tim Cone ako kasi triangle offense eh. I take for granted si Coach Ryan Gregorio. I hope you know si Coach Ryan Gregorio. The second time around na nag-attend ako ng seminar sa kanya, kulang yung 2 oras kay Coach Ryan. Coach Poe Perasol is now acting as sports director of UP. Until now, nakatatak pa rin sa isip ko ang topic ni Coach Ryan. That's why I keep searching about the art of war. So, hindi mawala yung topic ni Coach Ryan is the art of war. Really. Kay Coach Poe Perasol, what's this one? The price tag, the law of the price tag. So, if you have time, kids, take a look at that one. So, yun nga, if you really love Nike, yung pinakamahal na sapatos, work hard for it. Every year, tumataas yung value. Lumalabas si iPhone. So, kailangan natin habulin. Gusto nyo habulin sa iPhone, magtrabaho ka. That's the law of the price tag. Nako-connect yan sa coaching, nako-connect sa totoong buhay. So, again, before, medyo optimistic pa kami ni Sir Nari, baka walang magka-attend kasi nga, it's a talk, it's most likely, sabi ko kay Sir Nari, no. I guarantee you, hindi kailangan ng tao dito sa Dubai, yung X&Os. You can see that a lot in YouTube. Makikita nyo, triangle offense, motion offense, everything. But, wala kayo marinig sa Facebook na ganito. So, again, kung wala na kayong tanong, isang masigabong palakpakan sa Coach Topex. I'm really an honor na the first time nakita ko pangalan niya sa lineup, I messaged him already, Coach. Bigyan mo naman ako kasi before pa sabi ko sa kanya, sana Coach magkaroon ng pagkakataon na invite ka namin dito. Hindi pa siya nasa lineup. So nasa lineup na siya ng strong group, automatic, tumawag ako agad sa isang kaibigan ko, Coach, okay ba si Coach Topex? Nahiya ako mag-approach sa kanya. Hindi, sabihin mo lang nung gusto mo. Minessage siya agad. Walang isang araw, nag-reply siya agad. So, nag-set kami ng date. Again, Coach, this is composed of not only our academy, but of course, Coach Ben, Coach Andy. This is our mission. This is really our mission. From A to Z, honestly, this is our mission, is to unite. To have a united basketball program dito sa Dubai. This is not only for A to Z. So, wala. So, paki-share na lang sa iba na, of course, until now, may mga doubts pa sila sa amin. again, we'll keep inviting other groups. Kasi yun nga, maliit lang yung basketball. So, we share the word. So, sa mga wala ng tanong, ilabas na yung kailangan magpapirma. Ay, ma'am! Yes po. Tinis na ata ito, boss eh.
Coach, you mentioned earlier they have their own role to play. So, meron po ba kayong advice, especially for the kids out here? Kasi, let's face it, during the crucial game, diba, they are not being given the, let's say, the equal playing time. So, maybe some of them are asking, why not me or why him? So, especially you mentioned about competition, competitiveness, is it about winning, developmental? So, meron po ba kayong advice, especially for the young kids out here?
I think one of the things that, yun nga po, when you have that circle of safety, kumbaga, that means yung circle po namin kanina, as you notice, wala po, for example, wala pong harang. So that means that circle symbolizes that there should be like open communication. And one of the things po that we've developed then during the time of building that culture is, nagkaroon po kami ng hard conversations. Ano ba yung hard conversation? Ano ba, bakit ba mahirap bakit ba sinabi siyang hard conversation? Kasi that's talking about the reality. So, one of the things that we've discussed, kahit po sinong tanungin nyo sa anybody on this team, on our team, I think one of the things, there's clarity of roles. Kumbaga, na-specify po namin for this player that this is going to be your role in the team. This player has a different role, and this player has a different role. And that's a communication between two matured individuals. Kaya nga po, yun nga po yung sinabi namin na rule number 1 is pwede po nila ako questionin kung bakit. So, ano pa yung sinasabi natin na napaka-importante sa laro ng basketball? And not only in basketball, but in anything is so, I think ang hirap po kasi magsalita ng bata kung yung ano mismo is hindi bababa sa level. Kaya nga po yun yung sinabi ko nga po with yung sa coaches is hindi ka pwedeng, kasi po ang palaging sinasabi ng ano, it's slowly up there. Di ba? It's slowly on top. Why is it slowly on top? Kasi gusto mo palagi na doon eh. Kaya nga po, one of the things we did is we flattened our hierarchy. I just happen to be the head coach, but I'm just, again, just one of them. So, yun po yung inaano namin sa kanila is we are open to them. Like sa amin po, I know you know Kevin Kiambao is our MVP and Ivan Nele. Alam po lahat ng team that these players will win games for us and they will also lose games for us. And one of the things that I really emphasize and I always celebrate is yung mga players that are sitting on the bench. Kasi napakahirap po yun. Ako po, sa mga tatay natin, I used to play in the PBA, pero I wasn't the star. Kaya po, maybe I could relate to the players because nung naglalaro po ako, nandun din po ako sa lugar nila. Kaya nga po, one of the things that I did is I make sure that every player on our team is given an opportunity to play. Kasi that's the only time that I will have an opportunity to teach them if I see them on the court. Again, sabi ko nga po, when I started my talk, I did something that not normally a team does. Because one of the things that I always tell these players, I will never be afraid to lose my job. And I will never, the reason why ayoko matakot, hindi ako takot mawala kasi ayokong maband ako, mapigilan ako to my mission of giving these children opportunity just because takot ako mawala ng trabaho. And that's what I told the players, that all of you will have a chance to play. Napakahirap po nun. Kasi nga po, sa team, sa oras na binibigay na 40 minutes, I don't know here, but ang hirap po i-divide yung minutes nun para sa mga players. But with my commitment, nabibigyan ko na sila ng chance. Naiintindihan na rin po ng mga star player na kailangan din maglaro ng mga kasama namin. Kasi nga po, when they feel safe, when they feel valued, they're not worried about themselves, but they're starting to look around sa mga kasama nila. Kasi nga po, if you don't feel safe in your own environment, kaya ang gagawin mo na lang po is every single day, proprotektahan mo yung sarili mo. But once you know that you are safe, you are looking around, and this happened a lot in our games, like Evan Nel is our star player. Ito po siya, sorry. There were a lot of times in our games na bubulungan niya ako na, coach, gamitin mo naman si ano. Kasi kailangan din niya ng... So, yun po yung mga bagay that really is so important to me. I think more than the wins, yun po yung faith. Ay, may malasakit na siya sa kasama niya. And the thing about it is, contagious po yun, nakakahawa. Just like a negative person, nakakahawa rin po yan. So yun nga po ang responsibility of having the circle of safety, that everybody feels safe, that they are a part of something bigger than themselves. So, hindi ko po siguro nasagot yung tanong nyo, but what I'm trying to say is, if we will build a community, that we are always gonna be a united front. Hindi rin po ibig sabihin nito, ma'am, hindi kami nag-aaway. Nag-aaway po kami palagi. Sa totoo lang po. Pero ang always reminder ko po sa kanila, parang sa magkakapatid po yan eh. Diba? Lalo na pag yung magkasunod, yung away ng away. Pero, have you imagined, pag may umaway sa kapatid niya, anong gagawin niya? Aawayin niya, di ba? Yun po yung gusto namin i-build. Kami po, we all have our arguments. Kasi nga po, sobrang talino na rin ng mga players namin. So they always question what I say. In a way po, it helps me also. Kasi nga po, that I always gonna be making sure that I will always study the game para po, pagka nagkaroon kami ng, hindi po discussion, but sharing of thoughts, I could also add time. So now, they nagkaroon po ng ganitong relationship. Kaya nga po, dumating sa point na when I feel low or challenged, pag inisip ko lang po, nandiyan naman yung players ko eh. Parang nagkakaroon po ako ng courage. Kasi nga po, courage is not the absence of fear. You know, courage is knowing that there's somebody behind you. Na willing sumalo sa'yo whatever happens. So, you only build it by having a relationship with your players and treating them as one. So, just to answer lang po is, dapat po talaga as coaches, dapat po klaro palagi. There should be this, not only communication, but open communication. And it should not be head count, kasi nga po, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it should be heart count. Kasi nga po, yung binibilang mo, hindi po number. Ang binibilang mo po is anak or valuable possession ng nasa likod. So you should always treat them as your own. So doon po nagsisimula yung relationship natin. And sabi ko nga po, ang hirap po talaga. Kasi ngayon, once you have that relationship with them, yung problema po nila, problema mo na rin. Pero po isipin nyo na lang pagka naramdaman po nila yun. Kaya po talagang hindi nila kayo papabayaan kasi alam nila na may malasakit po sila kayo sa kanila. So with that po, it's just a matter of having those difficult conversations na kailangan sabihin mo sa bata na ito lang ang rule mo. And di ba iba po yung feeling natin pag, kasi po ang iba is because takot magkaroon ng ganong conversation, iniiwasan. Di ba po? Pero ano po yung feeling natin, di ba, na pag meron tayong may nagsabi sa atin ng katotohanan, di ba ang sarap ng feeling, at least narinig ko sa'yo. Kasi nga po, palagi po namin nire-remind, kaya po palagi kami nakatap-in kasi wala po kami kutsilyo sa gilid. Kasi di ba yun yung ano natin? Di ba yun yung sakit na ano eh, di ba? Parang may kutsilyo palagi, pag tumalikod ka, sasaksakin ka. So that's a reminder to us na, you know, in an environment that you're safe, you could be yourself. Kung nasa-challenge ka, and kakausapin mo ako na may problema, I'm always open po na makinig. So, yun po yung isang bagay that we always want to achieve as a team na meron pong na communication. I think malaking bagay po yun sa player na alam nila kung anong role nila sa team para po hindi rin sila nagtatanong. But for this early age po, I'm sure the earlier you develop it, mas magiging beneficial po siya as the kid grows to playing basketball. Kasi ito po, majority to dala na po nila yung basketball eh. So napaka-importante po yun. That's why I always tell Coach G na you always have to have that kind of open relationship with the players and have these difficult conversations. Thank you po. Thank you.
Okay, maganda. Time will not allow us. So, usog naman siguro tayo ng mahiwagang mga mensahe coming from Coach Copex.
Coach,
okay. Coach, sige sir.
Sige lang.
2 minutes.
Coach, parenting 101 naman na nasisigawan mo ba yung ang anak mo? Kasi regarding basketball, so napupush mo yung anak mo as is this a good motivation to your children?
One of the things po kasi that me personally, on a personal note, isa pong bagay na iniwasan ko is to coach my child. Yung anak, yun po yung isang bagay na hindi ko po talaga in-intention kasi ang ayoko pong gawin sa akin ng anak ko is tawagin akong coach. Kasi ibig sabihin, hindi na tatay ang tingin niya sa akin. Coach na rin. So, kahit po, nung nanonood nga po ako ng games ng anak ko before, I never talk to them about basketball. Not unless tatanungin po nila ako. Kasi, I've watched games na yung bata, nagde-dribble. Sorry, didemo ko lang ha.
Yes.
Doon po yung court, pero nakatingin dito.
Sana.
Diba? Kasi nga po, again, yun po yung again, I understand. Siyempre po, you only want what's best for your son. But in a way po, ang iniiwasan ko po is hindi niya na ma-enjoy yung basketball dahil sa pressure sa bahay. Kumbaga, ngayon nga po, yung dalawa kong anak na lalaki, hindi na po nagbabasketball. Which is, para sa akin po, is nakahinga po ako ng maluwag. Sa totoo lang po. Kasi po, ayokong maging ano yung experience sa kanila. Kasi nga po, gusto ko i-enjoy. Yung bunso po is, nag-start maglaro, pero ngayon, gusto na po niya maging chef. So, natuwa po ako dahil sabi ko, salamat naman. Pero minsan po hindi kasi magastos. Pero just to answer yung ano po, we only want what's best for our children. Ang basketball po is only a tool for them to achieve their dreams. Yun po yung naging ano ko nung naglalaro ako ng PBA, akala ko pagdating ko ng PBA, yun na po yung kasagutan ng problema ko. Yun po pala, doon pa nagsisimula ang problema ko. Kaya po, I always tell my players right now, you have to get a degree. Kasi yun po talaga ang babaksakan nyo rin kung kailangan po magkaroon kayo ng degree. Kaya nga po, one of the things that I started implementing when I took over DLSU, wala pong player na hindi dapat baksak po ang player. I'm sorry to say, kahit gano'n po siya kagaling, he has to go. And true enough po, after this season, we have 7 players that were dislisted. So sabi ko nga po sa kanila, pwede naman po talaga eh. Kasi po lahat ng coaches sinasabi, mag-aral ka, mag-aral ka, mag-aral ka. Pero as a coach, binabantayan mo ba talaga sila? So that's where commitment again comes in. Kaya nga po, yung isang bagay po that's so important to us now is, kasi nga po, sayang po eh, na hindi sila magkaroon ng degree kasi nga po, gusto ko sabi ko sa kanila, gamitin nila yung school as a tool for them to have a better future. So, sorry, dumagdag na naman siya.
So, wala na po. Pa-picture po tayo para kasi may mga yung next is bago pa po lahat. Pasensya na. Nagmamadali yung lokal eh. Yun. Yes, Coach. With Coach Cesar Nari naman.
Again, Coach, thank you again for your time. Thank you for imparting your valuable knowledge and your wisdom about basketball. I think it's more of a parental seminars more than basketball. So it really helped us a lot. Yeah, I think it's not enough on 1 hour, 2 hours to listen to all your insights about parenting, not basketball. So on behalf of A2C Sports and Patriots basketball community, we would like to present this to you, this plaque of appreciation for giving us this time.
Sorry, ang ano ko na lang po sana is sana mag-grow pa po itong nasimulan natin. And sabi ko nga po, when I commit my time, I'm now part of this community. So
nasimulan na kasi yung international basketball, tuloy-tuloy na lang natin. Salamat sa coach, other teams, upcoming nasa grupo na rin natin sila. Thank you.
Doon na lang tayo siguro kapag-picture. Diyan na lang yung mga pera.
Sige. You signed, right? Howard signed that?
Diretso siya sa class eh.
Oo, medyo ano eh.
Paula, picturean ko kayo later after naman. Paula, come here.
Thank you.
Tumabi ka sa kanya, tumabi ka.
No cord.
Sign my arm? I don't know, damit mo.
There.